All right. So thanks everybody for getting on. All right. So with the fear of coming across as negative, we want to just let everybody know what we're trying to do here. I don't know that we set our standards from the beginning, what we were hoping to achieve with this group. And we put this group together with hopes of, with intentions of everybody being runners in this group, not so much as just being a discount coach or treating this business as a hobby. This was put together for people that were serious about the business that is Team Beachbody. And what we're hoping to do is to try to get you guys to be more active, aggressive, whatever it is. If that's not what you're hoping to get out of this, then that's fine. Then, we can take you out of this group. And that's not to say that we won't still support you and help you and reach your goals. And if you want to just treat this as a hobby, that's fine. We will continue to help you along every step of the way that we can. But what we're trying to do is to excel your business and expand your business, and in turn expand ours. We're not saying that we're turning our backs on anybody. We're not cutting anybody off. We just want to grow and run with this business. And to do that, we need to be checking into our team page daily, if not every other day, checking in with our challenge groups every day, posting whatever it is, reaching out to people, doing our daily disciplines every single day, and everything that we've talked about doing, getting into the Coach Basics programs if you haven't done it already. If you've done Coach Basics, you should be getting into Emerald to Diamond group and growing, doing your personal development every day, doing your, business activity tracker every single day, all of that. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much what we were trying to come across with.
So I'll jump in here.
Okay.
And some of you guys, like Donna and Jeremy, I know you guys are new. So that's why we're doing the 7-day Coach Basics, the quick start starting Monday. So that would be really good for you guys to plug in. And I know that I know we've talked a little bit separately and that there's a little bit of some hesitation and stuff. But that's why I think that's why Frank and I set up the 7-day quick start is for new people, but also for discount buyers, because it is like what am I trying to say? It's the basics. So anyone whether they're doing it like as a not full-time, but like as like treating it as a business versus just like, oh, I'm just trying to like get the discount stuff. You still need to know this information. It's really the basics. But then the next step will get you confident. And that's what we want to get you, is confident in yourselves that anyone can do this. And it's not about selling. So get that thought out of your head. It's not about selling. This is about sharing your story. Everyone has a journey that they're going on, and you don't have to be there already. You have to just be in the process of it. And so with this group, and Frank was right, maybe we didn't set the expectations of this group from the beginning, and so we're sorry for that. We'll take responsibility for that. Of course, we're learning ourselves to be good leaders. So definitely, feedback from you guys is we want that.
Key. We need that.
Yeah, because we're growing too.
Right.
So, but it is crucial, just like in the challenge groups, right? And I know not everyone's in a challenge group, but like it's crucial to stay committed to that, right? Because why? Because then you get good results. Same thing with business. We are not employees. Okay, we are employees of like our real jobs, right? But this is something that we're like, you know what? whether you came in as a challenger, or you wanted to do something different and you want to own your own business, this is your business. We are CEOs of our business. I mean, that's exciting. Like, you own your own business. For $40, you own your own business, right? Unless you got a challenge pack, and that's, different. But I mean, that's exciting. But yet we treat ourselves like we're still employees, right? How we tell, and we get scared because why? We're not, if they don't want something that we have, it's okay. It's okay, right? And that's what we're going to be talking about in our 7-day quick start next week, is about that. We want to be here for you. We want to build your confidence up. We want to talk to you, but we can't talk to you if we don't know what's going on. So
we need to know where you're at. We don't, like Melissa just said, if we don't hear from you, we don't know where everybody is, we can't help you. We can't help you succeed. But at the very least, everybody in this group should be taking part of this 7-day Coach Basics training that Melissa and I have put together, and offer it to your discount buyers as well. That's just going to help you grow, but it'll help you learn on how to do the basic stuff in this, the real basic stuff.
And you're never alone. I mean, you are not, you have your own business. Yes. And I know some of us are thinking, oh, well, it's just kind of this thing I got into, and this hobby thing. And I started that way. I was working full time as a traveling nurse, working every 3 months, moving places to state. I get it. It's, life's busy and things come up, but if you treat it like a business, a side business for now, you don't have to do it full time, but it's just sharing. Some of you guys have fit clubs already. Some of you, are already like talking to people that are already into fitness or into like triathlons or races and stuff like that. We have good stuff, and it's just good to like walk alongside of them and be like, hey, how's your nutrition? What are you doing for strength training? What are you doing for, to just be healthy, not be tired all the time. That's just sharing your story. And that's what we'll get into as far as like next week. But, reach out to us if this runners group is not for you, that's okay. That's okay. We have other things that we can help you with. We're not going anywhere. We're not saying, oh, you're out,
Maybe it's just not for you right now. That's not to say, we won't welcome you back with open arms in a month, in a year, whatever. Like, we're not going anywhere, like she just said, so if you're not ready to run, fine, that's cool. We'll walk with you, whatever you want to do. But this particular group we put together to run, because we all have goals. Melissa and I have goals set. We know you guys have goals, and we want to help you achieve those goals. But the only way to do it is to run, So, anything else?
No, I think that's it. And as far as like questions, I mean, we can open it up to questions. Just kind of like where you're at, like what your thoughts are. You're not going to hurt our feelings. There's no wrong question or, comment or anything like that. And the thing is, we don't want you to be silent. I mean, if you don't have a question, you don't have a question. But I'm just saying, like, as we move forward, we don't want you to be silent. We don't want you to be like, okay, well, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Talk to either Frank and I separately, and let's just talk about where you're at and what your why is, what your goals are, because we want you to succeed, in anything that you do. This is a business, yes, but we care about you guys, and we want you to reach your dreams, your goals. If we can do that to help you, then let us, but we have to hear from you. So anyway,
you're all unmuted, so if you have anything you want to chime in with, please feel free.
I got a new why.
Do you?
I do. I'm not going to get cut doing this.
That's right.
That's my new why.
Injury free from the body anyway. Barry. Anyone have any questions? Anyone have like a comment that they're like not sure about going forward or where they should be at, or?
I just know I'm really behind on everything, and I know I'm pretty hectic, busy right at the moment. So I need to get some projects done that I have to have done, like in the next couple weeks, and then I can refocus on things. But it's hectic. Training for a full Ironman,
Oh, yeah.
plus working full time.
Okay.
I think
And you know what, guys? Like some of this is time management. I mean, so just, and this isn't about what Jeremy said, but like, you know, I was thinking about this, and I keep trying to find this call that this guy did. That's a friend of mine, management, and we all have the same amount of time, 24 hours in a day, right? 7 days a week, and even if it's 5 minutes to just like watch something or listen to something as you're driving, you know, there's a lot of stuff that you can just call in on as you're driving to work or coming home or going anywhere. It is about time management, and that's something that I'm still learning about. But I have to write things out, and I have to see it, but I can look at it every day. I mean, even like multiple times a day. Because if I don't, then I'm missing stuff, because my why, if I'm not doing the stuff that's reaching, like taking one step closer to that why, then what am I doing? I'm just like wasting time, right? I mean, I'm not saying like projects aren't, you know, I'm not saying they're a waste of time. I'm just saying, you know, for all of us, we all have the same amount of time. And so it's all about time management. It really is, like spending like, you know, an hour at this particular project, or spending, you know, I don't know, you have sick kids or whatever, you know, and you're taking care of them. You know, I know women, we multitask, and guys are kind of like, okay, I got one thing and focus on one thing. But it is, again, it's time management. And that's something that I think going forward, Frank and I are going to really drive, and then do little like homework assignments for time management. Because that's what we did in Basics about a year ago. You know, it all was about time management. And let me tell you, the people that are up there in this business are time management. I mean, they have that down to a key. So, yeah.
I think
All right.
that's what I'm going to use this time for. My downtime is to just help kickstart into that next gear, because you can't be doing anything else right now. So that's what I'm shooting for over the next few days.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've told you guys before, you know, use us, use your upline, use us. You can always reach out to Nikki too if neither one of us are available. But, you know, and we've said it on other meetings too, like even if I'm not your personally sponsored coach, if Melissa's not available, you can reach out to me. I'll gladly get in on a 3-way with somebody, you know, and I'm sure Melissa would be more than willing to help anybody out as well. You know, use us. We're here to help you guys succeed big time. You know, we're not leaving anybody behind here, and, you know, we want to work with you guys. But like we said, we don't know how to help you if you're not letting us know, you know. So
Anything else that people are concerned about, or maybe a little nervous about?
okay.
Well, we'd really appreciate you guys getting on to this call, and we really appreciate you guys being a part of like our group and wanting to participate. One of the things in our 7-day quick start is your why, is recreating your why, because what you started with versus now, it probably has changed, you know, and so your why has to be something that's non-negotiable. I mean, just like if you're preparing for, like, you know, building a house, or that, actually, let me use that, because you have to have, like, you're the ground floor, right? You have to have the foundation, and then you have to build a little bit each time, and you don't do it in a day, you know, so you have to like put a little bit in there and a little bit in there, a little bit of time in there, and it can be work, and it can be like, oh, I don't want to go do that, you know. but you want that house, right? You want that dream house. So you're going to build a little bit, and you're going to spend a little bit of time on that every single day, right? Because then the outcome is going to be beautiful. So same thing with this. But I just love you guys, and I'm like excited because I know each one of you are amazing people. I know each one of you are leaders within. You may not feel like it right now, but you are. And your audience is different than ours, but we all want to help people. I mean, if you don't, then you're not probably in the right business. But we want to share with people, like, walk with them in life. That's what we're supposed to do. Like, I mean, you know, I'm a Christian, so like that's what we're told to do, is walk with each other in life together. You know, no one is supposed to be by themselves, you know. So life's hard. Things happen, and it sucks at times, you know, but that's why we're here. So, and I know people can say that, like, yeah, okay, yeah, but then they don't follow through. I'm telling you, I will follow through with you. I may not get with you that second, but I'll get back with you. And I know Frank will too, you know. So we got each other's backs, you know, and that's why we like to create this as a family. And so anytime you guys need something, we're here.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if there's not any questions or
Still doing the weekly goals, right? Feel like I'm only, or no, Barry did, but we're still doing the weekly goals, correct?
yeah, and I'm sorry I haven't posted mine.
Yeah, same here. We were all really good with that for a while, and then we kind of just fell off. We got to get more consistent with that, and you're absolutely right, Kelsey.
There's
Okay,
just so many groups.
Can you go over that, what we need to do for weekly goals? Because I came into the group probably after you started doing that.
Yeah. So every Sunday night we're posting our goals. That's not necessarily for the week, but 10 goals. They can be what you need to do that week, or maybe some of them are a month out, maybe some of them are even a year or two out, you know. But it's like, this month I'm going to hit Success Club 10 or whatever it is, and this month I'm going to hit Emerald. But it's got to be a specific goal, being like, I'm going to hit Emerald by May 15th. You know, it's got to have, you know, what they call SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, results oriented, with a time date. So,
Okay.
and, you know, maybe your goal is, you know, I want to pay off my mortgage by December of 2020, whatever,
Mhm.
you know, but make it real. And every week, and then you'll see, as you keep going, you start crossing goals off, you know, it feels good, you know, feel accomplished.
Mhm.
So, like, my big goal right now is to quit my day job by October 1st this year. And another one, I want to be making $1,000 a week by the end of December 31st. You know, and every week I see that goal. It stares me in the face. You know, so I'm reminding myself that every day I need to be making steps towards achieving that goal. So,
Yeah, and I find it good when we can all be like, how are you doing with goal number 4 or something this week? Like,
yeah.
for me, when I keep looking back, I've had some that I didn't achieve, and, you know, you think about it and you reflect and you look at what your technique was and so on, and try to do some adjustments for the following week. So it's really good for personal learning for myself, because, and then when we talk about how we reach goal number 5 or 6 and how we might need help from the team in order to do so. And yeah, it's a good technique.
So we had a question about, there's so many groups and trying to like figure out which one to follow and all that stuff. That's great. Yeah, that's a good question. And I'm going to take responsibility for that one because I think like we get excited and we're like, oh, get in this one. Oh, get in this one. Oh, this has got great information. And so that's why Frank and I are slowing things down with this 7-day quick start.
Yeah.
If you're not in a group already, you can stay in the other ones and just like pick out the information because there's a lot of great information that's posted there. But yes, it can get overwhelming. So we are bringing our people into we did a bunch of recordings this past week, and so we are going to be starting on Monday, and that's where we want every single person to start. We're going to be doing this once a month, so anyone who's new for like the month of May that come in after this next week will be on the June one. Okay, so we're going to do this every month, the first of the month. But for you guys, if you can commit just 7 days, again, it's just a video that we post. It's like 5-10 minutes long, and there's a small little homework at the end of it. It's nothing big, it's nothing stressful, but it's slowing things down so that you get the basics, because what we're doing this next week is the blueprint of being successful, so that's a good question. So you can stay in the group, or you can take yourselves out of all the other ones if you want. It's up to you. But there are we do have our Monday night. Well, no, that's just us. But if you're going to stay in this group, then we have our Monday night calls at 8. Yes. And then I think it's every other week, we have like a big team call. Mm-hmm. So if you can get on those, that'd be great. But otherwise, your focus will be the 7-day quick start. Okay. And then from there, we'll decide we'll talk after with each person, and we'll decide where you're at after the 7 days, and then we'll put you in something else that's going to help you grow. Okay. Because we don't want you to stay stagnant, and we don't want you to stay, complacent, because you're not going to learn anything, right? So after the 7 days, then we'll reevaluate, see where you're at, see how you're feeling, and we'll move forward. Okay.
Okay.
Questions, comments, jokes, funny stories? Nothing? Okay. Cool.
Hold on, we have
Oh.
Can you record Monday nights? I can't always get on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That'll just make it easier for me because sometimes I'm still in my fit group at that time. So.
Yeah. No, we actually have a one of our other team members, Kanoi. She's out in Hawaii, and it's like 2:30 or something, 2 o'clock her time. So it's like right in the middle of her day. So I gotta start recording those for her. So absolutely, we'll start recording them. Oh. Cool. Barry, you good up there, brother?
Yeah, I'm just using a little range of motion therapy right now. That's all.
There you go.
Don't worry, I'm listening to you guys.
Ice. Elevate.
Ice, baby. It's just the last stitch is right. The last 3 are right on the curve of the wrist.
Oh, yeah.
So it's almost like it's trying to curve it in the whole time. But at the same time, having so many wrist injuries there before, I have to try to keep it straighter so that it doesn't get locked into that same position again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Good job. You're a good patient.
That nurse that stitched me up wouldn't think so.
Oh, I bet. All right, guys. I know you got busy nights, so thank you so much for getting on. And
by the way, before we go, I won't be around all weekend. I'm leaving tomorrow morning, going away with the wife for the weekend. So if you need anything, I'll get back to you Sunday, or Melissa, I'm sure, will be available. Maybe.
Enjoy the time, Frank, buddy.
Yeah. Well, thanks, brother.
So post in our group whether you feel like you want to stay in the runners group, or you feel like, you know what, I just want to step out and I'll do the 7-day quick start and then I'll reevaluate. So we'll need a yes or no tonight, okay? So you can just post that in there and that's fine.
Sleep on it.
Okay, sorry. Sleep on it. Frank's better at things than I am.
Think about it.
No.
Yeah, we don't need info right now. Think about it. Take time. At the very least, though, even if you want to step out of this group, which is totally fine, but at the very least, you all should get into the 7-day training that Melissa and I are going to start on Monday. Everybody has been at least invited to the event. We're in the process of setting up the page for it now. Even everybody that wasn't able to get on this chat live with us tonight and is listening to the recording, please be active in our training. We would greatly appreciate any and all feedback. I'm sure there's going to be some bugs, some kinks. Some of it might look and sound funny, and we'll try to tighten it up next month. But this is us stepping outside of our comfort zones a little bit, and we encourage you all to do the same. So, all right, we good?
Yep.
All right. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for coming on.